This is my outfit. I just got home. I thought you guys would want to recap. So here we go. This is the fit. It's very cute. I had red lips on, but they came off. So I have sad news. The first thing that all of you have asked, I did not meet Taylor Swift. I did not get a picture with Taylor Swift. It wouldn't be organic though, so it's fine. How much did you cry? Not at all. Though I did stand up and audibly yell when You're on Your Own Kid was chosen as one of the bonus songs. That You're on Your Own Kid is from the performance that I was at. Which you guys, if you guys watch my stream, you know how much that song means to me. So the vibes were a little weird. It could have just been my theater, but nobody was dancing. Nobody was singing along besides me. I was rocking out. I'm not kidding you guys. Maybe I was in just a weird one because like everyone, like I was a problem. I think people didn't like me. But like, come on. It's a world premiere. Like, come on. And even at the end, the closing song is Karma. When Karma came on, a few members from Taylor's team came running into the room and they started like clapping, like, woo, trying to get people off their feet to dance. And there was like 4 of us dancing. And I was like, what is going on? Like, it's the world premiere. I feel like if it's the world premiere, like you need to be freaking dancing. You know, maybe I'm crazy. Why didn't they put all the Swifties together? I don't know. Cause I know there was like a Taylor Nation room. I know there was like a spot. So there's 14 theaters. So it's one theater, 14 rooms, right? One room that was like dedicated to Taylor Nation. There was one room that was dedicated to like people that worked on the tour. There was one room that was dedicated. It's like, so there's all these different rooms. I don't really know. Her dancers? No, she was in the room with the dancers. So there's one room that was her room. But I show up and what you do, you go through the thing, you go through the parking lot, you go through security. Security was insane. Security was like, check your ID, check this, blah, blah, blah. And then once you get through security, they give you this thing where you check in. If you're over 21, they give you this for alcohol and then this for like going to the event. And then you walk through, I get in line and they're like, oh, we don't have your ticket here. And I was like, oh, sad. And so they're like, but that's okay. Some of them just didn't come through. You have to join the virtual thing. Confusing. So I go get in the line. And then while I'm in the line, someone pulls me. They just like are pulling random people out to help them. And I'm like, okay. So someone pulls me out to help me. And they're like, oh, I found your ticket. There it is. You're in theater 4, seat 14. But I look at their computer and I'm like, that says theater 14 room or seat 14. And she's like, no. Theater 4, seat 14. And I'm like, okay. Walk. I get in there. Guys, you walk in the theater and she had a buffet of candy. You could just get as much like full-size candy as you wanted. It was so sick. I got Bunch of Crunch. I got Red Vines. I literally like loaded up. Yeah, there was an open bar. There was popcorn. It was so sick. And so I got a bucket. Don't worry guys, I got a bucket, but I got all my candy and I'm like, candy. And then I went and got my popcorn. I was like, popcorn. And then I got all my stuff and then I went to my seat. And there were people like checking at the door they had like a list to check, but he was like busy. And so I just walked on in. I walked into theater 4 and I sat my white ass down. And then I was like, I want to go see if there's more snacks. And this seems like a safe place. So I take off my shoes. You know me and my dirty feet. They're probably so dirty. So I go back in and I sit down and this lady's like, oh, I think you're in our seat. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm sorry. My seat was really confusing. Someone pulled me away and she was like, oh, it's fine. We're just going to sit next to each other. Like we were separated, but now that you're in our seat, we can sit next to each other. And I was like, okay. More people are coming in. It's starting to get filled up. And then the whispers through the building was like that Taylor was going to each room to tell people before the movie starts. She was kind of kicking off each movie that started, you know? The movie was supposed to start at 7. At 8 p.m. she walks in. She says the speech that you guys will see on TikTok, I'm sure. And it's a very nice speech. She's amazing at what she does. It's crazy how good she is at what she does. She like sat there and she's like, this is a core memory for me and you guys are a part of it. And it's like, that's a sweet sentence to say. That's very sweet. But then how close were you to her? I could have thrown a rock at her if I wanted to. I could have thrown my nerds crunchies at her. But as she's sitting there, she goes, each room here is a little different. This room is dedicated to you guys that worked so hard on making this film. I look around, I'm like, she's like, from editing to like back end stuff, like I couldn't do without you. Thank you guys so much. I'm like, I'm in the wrong room. But then the show starts and no one's leaving. Like the show starts, no one's taking my seat. And I'm like, okay, I guess I'm here now. So I'm also with my cousin. I didn't explain that my cousin was with me. And so like, I'm saying to my cousin, I'm like, we're in the wrong room. What is going on? Like, you know, and like we're watching it. And the movie starts and I'm pumped. I'm like, yeah, look, wah! You know, and I'm drunk in the back of the car. And I cried like a baby coming home from the bar. Like I'm dancing. I'm living my best life. I'm not kidding you guys. And then I have this moment of like self-awareness where I look around and I'm like, no one else is enjoying themselves. Like, what is going on? It's just me and my like cousin. We're rocking out. And I'm like, what is happening? Do I not know the vibes? Are we supposed to be like, I thought we were here for fun. I was ready for a little stranger dance around. I thought we were dancing. And so I even asked my cousin, I was like, she said 14, right? My cousin's like, yeah, she said 14. So then Evermore comes on, which I love Evermore, but a lot of people were leaving to go to the bathroom. I don't know, like, cause it's like a joke about Evermore. And I think like it like seeped into like normie culture too. So like, oh, Evermore's on, like, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. And I'm like, weird. But I stand up. And so I was like, I'm gonna go to the bathroom and see if Theater 14 is more hype. Cause this is weird vibes. I leave the theater and I go to 14 and I go to like security guard and I'm like, hey, I'm in Theater 4, but I think I'm supposed to be in 14. Can I just see if, and he was just like, just go in. And I'm like, okay. And so I walk into 14 and everyone is dancing, having a great time. But my coworkers were on Evermore. Room number 14, they were on Reputation. I'm like, I'm not skipping. I'm not gonna leave my colleagues. I gotta go back to work. We have work tomorrow. I gotta hang out with them. So I go back to room 4. I sit by my cousin. I'm like, we were definitely supposed to be in room 14. Like even our seats were empty. Like seat number 14 and 15. Like we were supposed to be in that room. Like I was like, oh. But then it led to I kept making really funny jokes with my cousin. Like I was like, oh, we should have edited that out. Dude, Bill really should have worked on that one. Like, oh, he should have done that. Like, so it was pretty funny. But then the most excitement that room gave was at the very end when the credits played and they saw like their names. Cause they like all of a sudden like they were like editor and they're like, whoa! And I was like, yeah! Like I just like, you know, this is my company now. Anyway, I'm really excited about my job. I also was like on the wrong. I missed the part where she showed up and everyone was able to take pictures with her. I entered the wrong way, I guess. So she gets to the part, and this is leaks. If you don't want to know the surprise songs, then stay off the internet and also like ignore this. So it gets to the part of the surprise songs. The first one is Our Song, and I'm like, this is cute. Well, I saw her. She's wearing the pink dress. So I open my phone and I hurry and check my vlog. And I was like, yeah, she was in the pink dress when she sang You're on Your Own, Kid. Like, it's got to be when you're on your own, kid. Like, we've got to have it. Please, please, please. But then she starts on guitar because I thought it was just going to be my night. So I thought it was going to be Death by a Thousand Cuts and You're on Your Own, Kid. She starts on the guitar and it's Our Song. Maybe it'll splice in You're on Your Own, Kid. And sure enough, it cuts and she starts playing on the piano and I'm like, summer went away. And I stand up. Like, me and the rest of my colleagues thought I was weird. But I stood up and I was like, yeah, You're on Your Own, Kid. Because I love that song. I love it so much. And literally the guy next to me got up and left. So I'm reporting him to HR. That was really mean. A lot of people must have had work the next day because that theater was half empty by the time it ended. And I was livid. People were walking out. I was like, you sit down. You sit your ass down and respect the queen. What is going on here? You sit down. Maybe he got sick. I don't think he actually left because of me, for the record. I think a lot of people were leaving. They probably already watched a lot of it because they worked on it. Bro is on his podcast talking mad shit about fangirls who snuck into the premiere. I didn't sneak in. I promise. I had an invite. I promised. And I worked on it. How do you feel about the cut songs? She cut Archer, which is really surprising to me because I love that song. And so I was kind of sad that she cut that. Oh, and this was the other thing. Only one person traded friendship bracelets with me, but I forgot to trade. So only one person gave me a friendship bracelet. I only got one friendship bracelet. And I'm like, what the hell? I didn't make any friends. I was sad. Archer was removed. No Body, No Crime / 'Tis the Damn Season. Long Live was removed. Cardigan was removed. Wildest Dreams was removed. And the 7 interlude was removed, which that's fine. It's just spoken word poetry kind of. Wildest Dreams is really strange to me that she removed that one. Yeah, E-Rob's gonna be pissed. That's E-Rob's favorite song. So those are the songs that were cut. Beyonce was at the premiere. I got a picture with two of her backup singers, the Starlights, and they're very talented. Look, they were very nice. And I saw Cam. He's one of their backup dancers. He's the one that's like in We Are Never Getting Back Together. He says like ever. He's that one that gets that solo every night. He's great. He's super fun. Love him. And he brought his mom as his date, and they had matching outfits. But I was too nervous to ask for a picture, so I didn't want to bother him. I saw Adam Sandler. That was interesting. Adam Sandler is weird because I think all the other celebrities went out the back. I'm assuming like Beyonce went out that way and other like famous people went out that way. But then freaking Adam Sandler just like went through the crowd, and everybody, I will say, people need to be better at reading vibes. That's what I'm going to say. Like Adam Sandler's like trying to walk out. Do not like stop him for a picture. That's so lame. But like Cam looked busy, so I didn't ask him for a picture. But like the Starlights, they were like willing and ready for pictures. So that's why I asked. So it's like, I think people were being like a little aggressive with Adam Sandler. It made me uncomfortable. Did he have his girls? He had his girls and his wife. Yeah. And I'm sure people did that with like Taylor Swift too. And like, I say that I was like, oh, I wish I could have hung out. I wish I could have like taken a picture with Taylor Swift, you know? But like, I also could see myself like in a big crowd waiting for Taylor Swift to come out. I would never push my way up to be like, can I have a picture? I would feel annoying. And so like, so it wouldn't have worked. That was another reason that I didn't linger too long. Cause I was like, I'm not even gonna like, I don't have the tenacity to like bother her. A bit sad that they're showing the film before the tour is over worldwide. Would want to see it live first, then at the cinemas. I have a feeling, this is my theory. This is my clown. Can we be a clown for a second? Can I see some clowns? Clowns. Okay, this is like the dumbest theory ever, and it's definitely not going to happen. But I have a theory that she's like significantly changing her set list. And maybe that's why like she didn't do like Wildest Dreams, because she's going to keep that one in the set list. Like, you know, because like she's going world tour, and like chances are she has to change like the way the stage is and stuff like that. So maybe she's changing the set list. I don't know. It's a crazy thought, but it's like, it is true where it's like, why would she release the whole thing and then not? There's gonna be some changes. Just an idea, just a theory, just a small theory. It'd be cool. Was it more or less entertaining than Barbie? I loved it. They're way too different to compare, but I loved it, guys. Like I said, like I really genuinely, if I could in a safe way host a movie night, like if I could rent out a theater and like invite you guys to come, like just Swifties, I would love it with my whole heart to just like jam. I'm gonna go watch it in theater at least a few more times, if I'm being honest. I just want to I want to jam out. It was so fun. I was dancing in my seat. I was all alone though, so I want to do it. But I am so grateful and lucky to have this opportunity. And without like you guys following me and stuff like that, I'm just very lucky. What a crazy opportunity for me to get. And I only have this because of the ounce of relevancy I get on the internet thanks to you guys. So geez, I know this is like me coming on here like bragging about my night, but I would never have this night if it wasn't for you guys. So genuinely, like, thank you guys for showing up and like for supporting me on Twitter and Instagram and all that stuff, because like it's given me opportunities that I could never ever dream of. Man, I'm so lucky. So thank you guys. All right, good night, chat.